So once again, ladies, Mena Vitali Warmbier out of Florida, USA. My co-host Diana Burke, also in Florida, USA. We're here to share this amazing technology. First half will be about this, the company, the founder, what he did. And then the second half, we'll transition to the opportunity. Now, if you're not here for that, you can jump off, get back with the person that invited you. But if you are here to find a little bit about the opportunity, I recommend you stay on. But you know what? Nonetheless, stay on till the end because we're going to be hearing from some of our other beautiful friends this evening. But I'm going to get started straight away, going to share my screen and going to give Diana the opportunity. Let me go back there. Going to give her the opportunity to introduce herself and why she's even here today. Because we have nothing else to do, right?
No,
you can see my screen.
it's a good day to have a good day, right? It's a wonderful day. So, hi everyone. My name is Diana Burke. My husband Ken Burke and myself. We live in Trinity, Florida. We have 5 children and 10 grandchildren, and soon to be one more on the way too. So, but we got introduced to this patch about 3 years ago from a dear friend of ours who had gotten into 2 car accidents, and she told us about how this patch helped her with her recovery. And this patch also has helped me with me recovering from these menopausal issues and symptoms I've had with the hot flashes, the menopausal anxiety, and the hip pain. And plus, it helped my hair grow. So I'm so excited about this technology. And this is what we ask everybody. Have you been patched yet? Because this little patch, the size of a quarter, this X39 patch, elevates, activates, and regenerates your own stem cells. Now, this is David Schmidt, our CEO and the inventor of the X39. He has over 200 patents. He's a scientist and an inventor, and he put his attention to specializing in age reversing, and I'm so glad that he did, because in 2008, David focused all of his attention on stem cell research. And the recent patent took over 10 years and 4.5 million to bring it to market. Now, here's the patent. And in order to get a patent, you have to do what it says it's going to do. You have to make sure that you can prove it, right? Well, this patent says, in part of it, it says it includes activation of stem cells, improvements in energy. This patch also helps elevate of antioxidants, reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvement in stamina, elevation of collagen production, improved wound healing. So all within this one little patch has all those things in it. So why the X39 stem cell activation patch? Well, the fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. Hundreds of millions of people are experiencing symptoms of aging. And at age 30, only half your stem cells are active. And by the age 60, you lose almost all stem cell activity. So how does this X39 patch work? Well, it's a proprietary form of phototherapy, kind of like when the sun, hits your skin and your own body produces vitamin D. Well, this little patch, when you put it on, your own body emanates a light and reflects off this patch that makes it work. So you don't necessarily have to be out in the sun to make it work because we all emit light. Like if we were in a dark room and put infrared goggles on, we would all light up. So this patch does what that does with reflecting off the light in your own body. And it's a patented nanocrystal technology. So small crystals are in it. It reflects the light from our own bodies to activate. It's non-transdermal. There's no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants that are going into your body, and it's not invasive. Now, here are the benefits of X39, and I could pretty much check off all the boxes on all of these, but it gives me increased strength, it reduces inflammation, increased stamina, energy and vitality, mental clarity. It restores the muscle and skeleton condition. It's doing that, even though I'm not feeling it. I know it's doing that. Improvement of sleep, definitely. Improved skin appearance, which I've seen noticeable changes for me. So, Here's what it says. It says it achieves optimal health, a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. And who wouldn't want that? Now, here's a map, a topography map that shows a participant. She's a 77-year-old woman. She placed the X39 on the back of her neck, and in session 1, when she came in, there was lots of inflammation. You could see all the red that's right there, lack of brain coherence, and just 3 weeks on the X39, no more inflammation, improved brain coherence, and within 6 weeks on the X39, a complete turnaround. So you can see just the changes in such a short amount of time, which people say that usually takes a lot longer. So this is it's incredible of what this technology can do in such a short amount of time. And that's what people are feeling. So the X39 long-term results per case study on thisisatinfo.com says within the first few days, this actually, 4,000 genes begin to reset on the first few days. And when a person stays on it, wearing it, within 6 weeks, their brain becomes balanced. And within 3 months, the collagen is increased. And within 6 months, your heart reverses in age. So it's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. David Schmidt, the CEO, inventor of the X39, says. How do you wear it? Well, you can wear it where it hurts, but you can also wear it where they had to be consistent when they were going to get a patent on this technology. So you wear your patch 12 hours on, 12 hours off to repair and rejuvenate. And you can see here, they put it on the back of their neck or below their belly button. And then you throw the patch away because then you want to put a new patch on and you wear it for 12 hours. So you're going to put a reminder on your phone for your alarm to go off, maybe like 9 o'clock in the morning to put your patch on and 9 o'clock at night to take your patch off, or however you can tie in to be able to wear it and then remember to take it off. And you can wear more than one patch at a time. I was just even talking to Mena this morning and I was telling her I woke up with a neck ache, and actually Ken put the patch on the back of my neck and then he put another one on top of that. And I felt so much better. And it's important to drink plenty of water. They say to just even take a few sips, like 4 sips, for every hour, you should be taking a few sips. So that's important too as well. So yet the X39 is so sophisticated, yet it's simple to explain. And the testimonies of the X39 are life-changing and emotional. But the best thing about the X39, it absolutely works on everyone if they wear it over time and they wear it consistently and persistently. This is a site that we send everybody to. You know what? It was really neat. This morning, I had a delivery driver come from the Sam's Club and gave me a lot of food and things like that. And I asked him, and he was Spanish. I asked him if he knew about this patch, and he said no, but he liked my Tesla trucks that I bought there, and he wanted to take a picture in front of it. And I said, I can send you some information. I sent him thisisatinfo.com, and then I had him open it up on his phone to make sure it went through. And then I just went to where it says Spanish, and it created everything and put it in Spanish for him so that he was able to see it. And then I also sent him a link, which will be in the next slide here. Oh, sorry, I guess it is on top there. I sent him a link for a Zoom. So, but you can also show them that on the top of that page for This Is It Info is a menu bar. And you click that menu bar down and it will also show you testimonials. Each line has a different testimonial. But what's wonderful about this is we are in over 85 countries. And so you can have a global business by sharing this. And this is how it is. 20-year-old company, open over 75, now 85 countries. It's not a Me Too product. Most companies like weight loss, skincare, or supplements. But actually, this patch has helped with a lot of those things right within one patch. But you could see how the growth has been taking place. In 2021, we were at 20 million. And now 2024 and 2025, we're pushing to 1 billion. So it's amazing how this growth, and that's where you want to be. You want to be in a company that's growing, and they certainly are. And actually, they're going to be doing a Netflix documentary about David Schmidt, about the American inventor, which is, you want to keep your eyes out for that because that's coming up soon. So Lifeway is now ranked #1 momentum company per businessforhome.org because we're getting recognized all over the world, basically, because our company has a technology which the world is waiting for because we're tired of the drugs and the things that people are taking, where this can do so much in one little patch. And here's our leaders right here. This was our first convention back in 2023, I guess it was. But they got also the Bravo Award in 2024. And so in the purple shirt is David Schmidt. He comes to a lot of our conventions and he shares, and he's so happy to share. He's a scientist, so when you're listening to him, sometimes it's technical, which is so great. Very humble man, wonderful man. And then we have Gina in the black and white right there, and her husband in the black shirt over there, Steve. And they just have such a heart for people, and they want to see people win and just get the word out. And then the middle gal right there, Meredith Burgess, she is our leader as far as the CEO of the company too. And she's been in direct sales before too. So she knows that this is an amazing kind of company and she's helping it bring it to the top. So yes, so it's been amazing. It's changed our lives and we're so grateful that it could change yours too. It helped us get out of debt. We paid our house off in 4 months. We bought 2 cyber trucks, which were amazing when we had them wrapped in iridescent colors, and they're matching twins. And we share the technology with people because people ask us, wow, how'd you get this vehicle? And, you know, a family with 5 children and 10 grandchildren, usually we're tightly strapped in the past, you know, with our funds, but all because of LifeWave. It's changed our life around and has given us opportunities to even take 23 of our family and friends on a cruise just past a few weeks ago on the Wonders of the Sea for my husband's 60th birthday. We would not have been able to do that had it not been for LifeWave. And so we're so forever grateful that they've helped us share this product. And now we have a global business and we're sharing it with more people because we want you to succeed too as well. We want you to be just like us, and you can. You share. It's easy to wear and easy to share. So thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Diana. Great job. And
Mm.
let me just go. I just want to get myself pinned there so that we can. Thank you, thank you. So Diana just shared her why, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what's been happening for them. So the question is, what is your why? You know, you're not just taking time out of your lunch or your evening away from family just to be here. Yes, you want to come and learn about this wonderful, wonderful technology and what it can do for you. Because, you know, even just yesterday, we were talking with a girl out of Honduras, and they know people in the States and Canada and all places. And she said, you know, I have this condition, it's affecting my nerves, and it's been like that for years. And she believes in healing. But she says, you know, I pray for everybody else to get healed, but I'm not getting mine. And so do you think this can help me? And so what did we do? We shared this as an info, like Diana said. She shared with a guy who dropped off the groceries. She shared this as an info. So we shared it with them and we're following up. And we can send that website all over the world. We can sit in our living room and build a global business. And what are the results? What are the things that people are looking for? For me, I wanted time. I wanted to buy my time back. You know, as an attorney, very, very busy all the time. You work at night. I'm talking to some of my colleagues in South Africa, and they're telling me, oh, tonight I got to draft an agreement. So they're getting home from their full day's work. They got to draft an agreement so that it's prepared tomorrow for the client. And those are the things that I was doing. My weekends were not my own. My holidays were not my own. The phone controlled me. My clients had my time. And I just thought, is this the way it's got to be forever? And thank God Greg and we both have options because of this opportunity. Not that I love law. I love what I do. I love what I'm trained to do, but I can now pick and choose which cases I want to take on. And I can refer out to my colleagues, and they're excited because I'm giving them a referral. But then they want to know how on earth I'm able to do that. Well, because I have options now. Some of you might be saying security. I just want to feel that financial freedom of not having to worry about how much money is in the bank or whether I can go out and buy a new refrigerator because my refrigerator is not working properly. Some are saying travel. I spoke to a couple out of South Africa yesterday, and they actually got started with us in this opportunity. And I said, "Do you like to travel?" And they said, "We love to travel, but we got to take care of our family first and our children." Well, you know what? We're going to show you that there's free travel with this company. Greg and I have been on 7 free trips with the company. They pay the airfare, the accommodation, and everything else that you want. Nothing comes out of your own pocket. Better health. And I'm so grateful. I was talking to someone just yesterday as well. I said, I don't have IBS. For those of you who have gut issues, it helped me with that. Sleep issues, it helped me with that. But less debt or no debt, just like Diana said, pay off your house, pay off your cars. Well, you're probably saying, well, how does that happen? What does it look like? How do we get paid this money? Well, this is the compensation plan. We build a left team and a right team. And you want to get started, you want to get your package, that the man with the U or the woman with the U in the middle is you. You decide, you make a decision. It's really all about a decision to use something that you've never seen before because it might just help you, a decision to get started because maybe that's the solution for your financial problems. And so you have a left team and a right team. And, we are so grateful that Ken and Diana Burke actually came to talk to us about this. We heard about it, but no one really sat down and spoke to us about it. And as an attorney, I was very skeptical. I wanted nothing to do with it. But they were persistent. And we then said yes, because Greg had a physical need, a physical challenge. And thank God we said yes, because 3 days later, he had he's no more, he has no more pain for 3 years now. No more pain. So we can't guarantee what's going to happen for you, but I'm telling you from our perspective, personal relief that we've experienced. So what do you do when you have those kind of experiences? Well, you go out there and you want to tell people about it, right? Same way that you go to a movie, same way you go to a good restaurant. What do? You're picking up your phone to tell your sister, to tell your cousin, to tell your friend. But do you get paid for it? No. Well, David Schmidt has decided he wants us to be his word of mouth because his mission is to get this into 1 billion homes. How does he do that? Us, word of mouth, direct sales. And so you go and share with 4 people. The building block is really that. You and you're sharing with 2 that you put on your left team and 2 that you put on your right team. And then that building block is termed manager. Okay, it's a rank. Now, all we do is we help people make manager. And as we keep doing that, okay, because 2 of the people that you place, one might say, I want to be a manager. This one says, I want to be a manager. I've got a lot of people I can share with. And then you helping them do that. And as you continue to help the next person go manager, the next person go manager, you get paid on this binary. We call it a binary because it's 2 teams, a left team and a right team. On the binary level, you get paid cycle bonuses. Now, I don't expect you to understand everything because I didn't. I've learned over time. But on this level, you can max out on this comp plan at $25,000 a week. Yes, a week. Not a month, not a year, $25,000 a week. And there are people that are doing that, okay? But it takes a lot of sharing. Now, this level, the matching bonus, this one for me, I was blown away by this because $25,000 a week is great. I'm not going to say no to that, but when you are told that you can write your own check every single week and you can write a check of up to $100,000 or even beyond that, I'm like, how on earth? And then I found out that they give us these matching bonuses with unlimited income potential. So, for example, Joyce and Wayne shared with Ken and Diana. And Ken and Diana are the first generation of Joyce and Wayne. Now, if Ken and Diana are maxing out on their weekly at 25,000, and even if they're not, say they're making 1,000 on a weekly basis, Joyce and Wayne are getting 25% of that, a matching bonus. Okay, it's not taken out of Ken and Diana's check. It's a matching bonus. If they're maxing at 25,000, Joyce and Wayne are getting 6,250, and Ken and Diana are getting their 25,000. Then Ken and Diana spoke to us. We are second generation to Joyce and Wayne. Joyce and Wayne are getting 20% of what we make. Ken and Diana are getting 25%. And then we spoke to Alice, and Alice is third generation. So Ken and Joyce and Wayne will get 20% of what Alice does on a weekly basis. Ken and Diana get 20% of what they do. We get 25%. So you get paid off of your first, your second, and third generation. No matter how far down they are on your left team or your right team. Okay. So that sounded amazing to me, not because, oh, wow, we can all go out and just have a big fat party, but because you know what, when you're making more, you can help a lot more people, right? You have a lot more that you can share. So these are the packages, and I'm going to have a sip of water. So these are the packages, because you have to get started as a partner, okay? And partners get the wholesale price. Wholesale of this is $99.95. It's a sleeve. We call it a sleeve. And there are 30 patches in the sleeve, so a whole month's supply. So if you retail this, say, you know what, your friend doesn't want to get a package, they just want to buy it from you. You can retail this at $150. But when you purchase or you decide to join us in partnership, you're going to get this per unit at $99.95. Okay. So your first package that you have here, and I'm going to enlarge this, is the core package. And usually this package is for someone who's just saying, you know what, I want to get my feet wet. I just want to try it. I want to see what this does for me. Okay. Well, you can get that core package, and you're still going to get a little bit of a discount because, if it's $99.95 and you're getting 3 of these, it should be 300. So you're getting a little bit of a discount for $295, and that's great. You can try it, you can share it, and make sure you stay consistent and wear it every day. But for some people who say, you know what, I see the benefit of this. I want to try it. I want my husband to try it. I want one of my children to try it. And you know what, the rest, I maybe want to just share with some people around me because I see the potential here. Well, you can start at the advanced package. Now, if you start at core, you can always upgrade to advanced. So don't think that that's it for you. These packages are one-time purchases. So if you buy a core, you can never go back and buy a core again. Okay. If you would upgrade to the advanced, and here you get 6 of these sleeves, and you get them for $89 each. So that's about a $10 discount, right? A good deal there. And you're going to use it and you're going to share it, and you're going to see that there are people that actually would like to actually also get their package. And so we're going to help you to make your initial investment back, okay? And also the benefit of the advanced package is not just the reduced price per sleeve, but it is also that it opens you up to everything on the compensation plan. Core does not do that just yet. You're going to have to upgrade. Then this package, I love to talk about the premium because we understood opportunity, we understood business, and we understood that you cannot buy into a business for $1,750. You cannot even own your own business for $1,750. That to us was an amazing investment for a small entry fee. And the wonderful thing about this is we got a further discount. So $87.50 for 20 of these, 20 units for $87.50 each. and we paid 1,750. I was a little reluctant because I was still skeptical, but Greg realized this is a great opportunity, and I told him we better make that money back very, very soon. And we made it back in 2.5 weeks. Well, you're probably saying, well, how on earth did you do that? Because we went out and shared with people. And the minute they said they wanted a package, we got them signed in on the system so that their package would be shipped to them. But we placed this sleeve with them so they can start straight away. When their package came in, they replaced this. So they gave this back to us. So we rotated these sleeves out. We didn't need 20 sleeves straight away, but we wanted a mini warehouse because we were in business now. This was a new opportunity for us. And we made the money back in 2.5 weeks. And our first month, we made $3,000. The other great thing about the premium package is that you do not need to consider, the idea of falling out or running low on products. You got enough to share. And so we didn't have to think about it. All we did was we went out there and we shared with enough people, and we had 90 days where we didn't have to think about running out. It was only thereafter that we realized, you know what, we may run out, let's go and order some more. So that was a good idea for us. And honestly, we've never looked back. Our monthly expense is $200. If you own a business and you can tell me that your overheads are less than $200 every month, I want to know what you're doing, because I've never. I'm in business, Greg's been in business, and we do not. Our overheads are so much more. So Diana shared this isitinfo.com website with you, and that is where you get all the information about the product. No one can purchase off that website. And I share this one with the mom who stays at home and the doctors. And this is a team.com is our business website. So this is where you find out how to onboard, how to go manage the compensation plan. There is absolutely everything. You can even go and download the presentation we're doing right now. You can go and download that, and you can do the presentation, because all we're doing is reading off the screen, right? Pretty simple. So these are all the weekly Zooms. You can make a note of this, or else you can go to thisisateam.com and you can get all of this on there. Like, when is there a Zoom on Tuesday in the UK? Yes, there is one. And that works well for all of Europe. It works for South Africa. Australia has them early morning. For us in the US, it happened this morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard, but for them it's 8 p.m. Okay, for South Africa it's noon. So you can tie your friends. You don't have to be the voice. You can tie your friends into these Zooms and let them learn. Same way that Shanaz has invited a guest, and some of you have invited guests to come and learn about this. You can tie them into all these Zooms. On a Saturday, we have team training. And guess what? That's where we have all the nuts and bolts that tie everything together. And then if you have Spanish speaking, that's always happening it happens every night now, Monday through Friday. So if you have Spanish only, they can tie in with that. And then there's also training for the Spanish. There's a YouTube channel you want to subscribe and save so that you're not left out, because all of this is recorded. And you also want to tie in with the Facebook group, and you want to get everything, the podcasts and everything that there is to share. So now is the time to make your move. Some of you are on here, you just came to find out about what this can do for your health. Well, get back with the person that invited you. If you're thinking, I may like the business idea and I want to feel the effects of this, well, get back with the person that invited you. And if you're saying, you know what, I'm all in, I want to find out about these free trips as well, well, then get back with the person that invited you, because this is hope for your future. What are the things that you're dreaming about? We shared some of our whys, Diana and I, and you can have those things too. Get started with X39. It's an amazing product. Now, this is the Bahamas trip coming up in February 8th to the 13th. What do you have to do to qualify? Get back with the person that invited you. It means you have to go out and share, okay? You want to be sharing this with people, because you're going to have points rewarded to you, and you will get this free trip all the way from South Africa. They will fly you to Miami. All the way from Europe, they will fly you to Miami. You will get on that cruise ship and you will meet all the amazing people that you are seeing on the Zooms, all the leaders, and you don't want to miss out. Make a decision today that you're going to be there. So I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to open up on our there we go, gallery view, because I like to see everybody's faces. And there we go. So, ladies, I've asked, I know Diana, we've asked Janae. We have someone who's going to share her testimony. We're going to have one or two other people share it here today. So, Janae, I know I did see you on, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. There we go.
Yeah, yeah. You said it beautifully. Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
like to hear you say anything with your accent.
Oh, thank you.
I enjoy it. I have it written down so that I can read it and share it and not miss anything. And this week I actually added something. I don't even know when it happened, but I'll start with that. It's a current event, but only because I realize it's been gone for months. It's the ringing in my ears. And a lot of people have it, and I don't know anyone that enjoys it. It is gone. Secondly, it cleared up a significant mole, and it was on my bra line, and that cleared up within 5 days. So we'll call it a week. My dear best friend Renee, she had an existing eczema type of rash at her neck and hairline. Doctors, she's an esthetician, so she went to professionals. She had it for 10 years. I said, wear this for a month. Let's see what happens. I had to take before and after pictures of behind her neck. She couldn't see it. She suffered from it. That thing has cleared up. It's as good as gone. My side effects from chemo and radiation, where my joints were dislocating, all of them, knees, ankles, fingers, shoulders. The worst was when it hit my vertebrae. I could hear it and feel it simultaneously in seconds. It was typically taking 5 to 10 days plus to recover. Now, when it happens, it's less than 24 hours. And thank God, thank David Schmidt, thank the patch, but most of all, thank God. Having a vertebrae, only description I know, dislocate, just bizarre. And okay, I'm almost halfway done. Oh, my hair and nails have grown back after chemo and radiation. Being in the hospital and on chemo, I was off of the patches. And I just recently realized that the curious thing was my hair loss was 50%, but it was an even dispersion of loss. So I didn't have patches of it. That made it mentally more tolerable. And then once my radiation doctor said I could put that patch on, I had it in my hand at the appointment when I was asking permission. I put it back on, and my hair is recovering. I have slept great since I started the patch. I really have slept great, even through my incursion and experience of cancer, chemo, and radiation. My fatigue is half. It's half. When I first started the patch, it was practically eliminated. And then I had my occurrences going on, but I am recovering quickly. And then the first thing that occurred 27 minutes after I applied the patch, I am actually a one patch wonder in addition to everything else, but I had a perpetual daily headache after multiple car accidents, kind of similar to the beautiful Joyce Schmidt who had that happen, and she's a one patch wonder. Secondly, and important to me and Diane as well, it was within days that my hot flashes are gone. They've stayed gone. They've never come back. And then within several weeks, a decades-long limp that I had from a knee injury from the car accidents, that was gone. I want to say between 60 days, maybe, what is that? That's 2 months. Yeah, I'd say about 6 weeks to 8 weeks. That's my laundry list. I think
Wow.
things are just going to keep on coming.
Wow, wow, wow. That's absolutely amazing. How long have you been using the patch, Janae? I think you
I
mentioned.
started April of 2023,
Mhm.
and then 6 months later, October 3rd of 2023, I hemorrhaged and I was in hospital a month and a half without my patches. But I survived, and they are just what the doctor ordered, pun intended.
Mm.
Wow, wow,
Yeah.
wow. Praise God. And that
Yeah,
is,
Mm.
that is amazing. It's so amazing.
I think so. I think
Wow,
so too.
Janae, that's so great. That's awesome. And I love that fact that you just listed them too as well. And I think that's important for all of us to do because sometimes we forget things that we had. And we might hear it from somebody else, and that they, had recovery for this. And then we can identify that, oh, wow, I've had something like this. But what you've gone through has been remarkable.
And you hit the nail on the head, and just keeping track of it. And I've gotten a lot of my, I was sharing the other evening on our Zoom with Ken that I can now grasp my words in my head that had been getting stuck. My sentences are more well formed. I still stop mid sentence because the thoughts in the brain, it's just affected, but that is even reducing. I'm detecting it. So I'm so
Mhm.
happy. And I just share, and this isn't a funny, but I'll share a funny thing, not in a humorous way. I was at my daughter-in-law's baby shower July 27th. Catty corner across the room was a beautiful lady. She was suffering the whole 4 hours. It was a long baby shower.
Mm.
And I knew it was hot flashes. She sat in front of a fan. The
Mm.
room was comfortable. I now
Right.
get a little bit of chill flashes now and then. So I'm
Mm.
not bragging or showing off, but yeah,
Mhm.
it's a good patch that we have. At
Mhm.
the end of the shower, when the cleanup activity and passing out the beautifully wrapped leftovers was going on, the patch gave me the bravery. Janae, if you don't go talk to this lady right
Mhm.
now, and now she's on my target list,
Mhm.
and she's just precious as can be. I said, ma'am, I said, I will not like myself if I don't talk to you right now. I said, at the risk of you not liking me ever, I said, I know what you're going through. I know what you're suffering from. And
Mhm.
Diana, you would have been elbowing me if you had been sitting
Mhm.
next to me and saying, go, Janae, go.
Mhm.
So I guess maybe you were in a way over the miles. And I talked to her. Her name's Christina, just beautiful. And her husband was with her. I said, you have hot flashes, don't you? Yes. And she shared. And my heart went out. She's a school teacher. Of course, my heart went out to her. My sister
Mhm.
and my friends are.
Mhm.
I said, I've got something. I said, I just drove into town literally last night. We got here after a 24-hour trip. I said, I grabbed a tiny purse, Diana. I have been carrying those patches since April 23. I didn't have one.
Mhm.
And I've sent her the web link. She's a
Mhm.
school teacher back to school. If you all would kindly pray for Christina,
Mhm.
she's a beautiful woman, and she's just hem quotations too busy, and we know,
Mhm.
but
mm,
we need to reconnect. And I have slowered and lowered my
Mhm.
contacts so as not to obnoxiate myself with her.
Mhm.
But yeah, maybe she'll
We'll pray
reach out
for
to me this
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, maybe she will. We'll pray that she reaches out to you too, that she finally wants something for herself. Because a lot of times we put ourselves on the back burner when everything else is more important. We do that as women and mothers and caretakers and things like that, but it's time that we take care of ourselves. And Janae, I'm so proud of you that you are taking care of yourself and you're wearing that patch. And there's a question here that how long did it take for the ringing in your ears to clear up?
Oh, I feel horrible, but it's been between April 23 and now. It's been quite a while. I just realized it yesterday. I'm like, I have not heard that ringing in many,
Okay.
many, many months.
So would you say
So
2 years you were on the patch and then it started clearing up, or how long do you think?
let's say it's been gone 2 years. Yeah, let's
Okay.
earmark, which might sound like a long time, but
Mhm.
I'm dancing in the streets. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Gone is
Right,
gone.
right.
Goodbye.
Right.
Diana, I had a question pop in my head.
Okay.
Um, dang. It was a really good
Well,
question.
let
Maybe
me
it'll
ask
come back and I'll interrupt. Okay.
your camera is off. Is there any way you can show us your beautiful face, or are things not doing too good?
Let's see if I got the guts.
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
Did that work?
Oh,
Oh,
Is
yes,
it
yes.
we
Let's see
missed
your
all
that.
right?
hair
We
too.
need
She's
to
got very
see.
pretty hair. Did you
The
Wow.
cut?
hair? Can you see it?
Oh yeah. Look how long
Wow.
it is.
I don't blow dry it, so forgive me for no style. I
Yeah.
don't even know what it looks like. I can't see myself
Yeah.
in the
It's
camera.
long, long,
Yeah,
long.
yeah, it's long and it's
Mm-hmm.
really
Full.
thick.
Wow.
It thinned out a lot to where my ponytail was probably the size of a dime. That's about the size, I'd say, of a nickel quarter. Yeah, it's much thicker.
Good job. Wow, that's awesome. Awesome.
Yeah,
You look amazing, Janae. Right. I
thanks,
agree.
baby.
Anna's saying you look amazing.
Thank you,
Wow.
Jen.
Thank you so much for sharing with us. And if you think about that question, definitely message me or ask me or, put it in the chat because we want to hear about it. So thank
Will
you.
do.
Great.
And just to go back on the ringing in the ears, so let me get off there. So there have been people with Sophia, I saw you put that in the chat. So there have been people with ringing in the ears that experience results within a few weeks. It just depends on your situation. Everybody's body is different, and we tell people like that because we don't give any guarantees. We don't say that the product is going to cure, mitigate, heal anybody of any condition, but we're knowing with experience, because it's so natural, not invasive, and not transdermal, we know that it's helping a lot of people. So the whole thing is not going to harm you, okay? It's going to just enhance your quality of life, and it's up to every person to make a decision whether they want to use the product or not. And once they do, we start getting these testimonies like we heard from Janae. And wouldn't you be just so happy and excited? Janae said she was sitting there watching this woman, and she said she has to go and talk to her, because as social beings, and I hear this often, it's my responsibility. I have something in my hand. Where is my patch? That is too good not to share. We have something in our hands that is too good not to share. So we want to be talking to everybody. And you're going to walk away from some people and you say, why didn't I? Don't be that person, so I share with everyone. I share with everyone, because if it's a no, it's a no. At least I've got it off of my, like Diana did this morning with the delivery guy. So any one time for one more testimony, because we don't have anybody lined up, and just bear in mind that we try and jump off just before the hour, and then a win. If anybody has a win to share. So if you want to raise your hands or come off and the mic can share with us, that would be good. Anybody?
I can do a quick one.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm running around.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to say that one of my brand partners from way back, she got great results, and her husband then has been ill with cancer, and he's still ill. She's had a lot, caring for him and a lot going on. So she was just touching, and then life happened. She had a few customers, and her business was running on and off and in the background. And I just wanted to say how wonderful for her now when she wants to get going again and she's ready to do the business. She has money in her back office just lying there waiting for her, to order patches or to just use. So I think it's a wonderful, when you see the opportunity of this business to actually have, put in the effort, energy as much as you can or want, and what you aim for, your why, how strong is it, or what do you need? When you've set that and you just see that there is an incredible opportunity and you keep going, then this business is completely amazing. So I see that my battery is almost running out, but I just wanted to say that, and I thought it was such a lovely, welcome gift to her to say, I'm ready now. Let's have a look. Can you help me with the back office and see what I have, and be in contact with the support to see about all of her points and everything that she has, and the money, and to understand everything, and then come back and just have that welcome gift for her. I thought that was great.
Thank you, Anna, for sharing. And you know what? Anna's business is going all around the world, even as far as South Africa, because you have to be consistent. You have to make a decision. You know what? I'm in this and I'm going to go out there and share with people. It doesn't matter what their response is. When you stay consistent and people see you moving ahead, it's because you've made a decision to keep believing in your why, to keep believing in the fact that this product can change the trajectory of people's lives, give them hope. And hope is in, we got to have that hope for ourselves, but we also sometimes have to hope for people because they can't hope for themselves. They can't even believe for themselves. So, I was thinking about belief. Belief is, we have to make a decision. Do we believe? Do we believe that this is a great product? Okay. Do we believe that we are with a great business? LifeWave company is a great company. We saw the facts when Diana was going through it. We are with the number one company in all of the network marketing space. And the other thing is we are on the best team. Steve and Gina Merritt's. This is a team, and all of the team leaders, we are on the fastest growing team. So when you feel like you don't have hope, or when you feel like you don't really believe, jump on a Zoom, get engaged. That is why we come here every Wednesday as women, because this is a safe place for us to share the things that are going on in our lives. And the fact that we, like Anna said, one of her team members went through a challenge with her boyfriend, and it was hard, and she couldn't keep up with this. But because Anna stayed consistent, there's a saying that that our mentors said, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So your students, and I don't want to refer to you as students, but our partners may not always be ready at the right time, when we want them to be ready. But we've got to be out there doing our thing, showing them, hey, we're out here, we're out here, we're out here. When Anna came back to Anna W came to Anna, back to Anna H, Anna was there and she was ready for her. And that's what leaders do. That's what teachers do. Their students are not always on the equal plane. Some students grow faster than others, some are slow, but the teacher is always ready when the student's ready. So I wanted to say that. Well done, Anna. You're doing a great job. And it is our responsibility to share. We're doing great things. So anybody else quickly? We do have some time. Ladies, who's going on the cruise? Who's excited to go on the cruise? Yay! All the way from Sweden, Linda. Good to have you. Janae, yes, we're all going. Anybody else want to share a testimony or want to share a win? Any wins this week? I know, Anna, you shared a win there. That was great. But yeah, we're tied in with the best of the best in this industry, and by the way, conventions coming up in Anaheim, California, and Diana mentioned the documentary that they'll be screening, and those of us who are there will see it for the first time, and it's going to be amazing. And there's going to be a red carpet event as well. David Schmidt's going to be there. Obviously, all the corporate people will be there. But don't miss out. Next year, January, our virtual out of Eric Worre Studio in Vegas. Those a number of us, 500 of us, will be there in person, and the rest of you can tie in virtually. But you don't want to miss out on these events, because this is where we go to grow. We go to grow. Diana and I didn't get started. None of us, Joyce and Wayne, didn't get started at the top. We started at zero, and we just kept moving, sharing. And so wherever you're at, know that you can do it. You too can do this. We have an exciting, I see Joyce has raised hands. Joyce wants to share. You want to share? Come off your mic.
So I'm going to share, and that is, I didn't know I was going to have an opportunity, but it was a pretty sad situation. It was a death that I had gone to be with family. and had some time to spend with one of my cousins who's a serial entrepreneur. And that was the best time to share with her. So I was ready, I shared, and she and her husband are very excited. So I'm waiting for them. It's just a matter of time that they're going to sign up. And looking forward to them getting the big package. So I'm
That-
excited.
and
And
that's
very excited.
Yes, and that's great because that's the big package is 8 points towards a cruise. So you're setting yourself up to win. And that's
Yes.
what we need to keep doing. So great job. That's awesome, Joyce. And thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
off your mic and sharing with us. And you know what, ladies, if you do have something to share, let us know during the week so we have you prepped so that you can join us. Feel free to reach out to us. Diana and I are happy to, and any of your team leads. You've all got leaders on here, but the brand new people must get back with the person that invited them. I enjoy seeing all these beautiful faces. And you know what? Next week, let us each bring one person. We don't want anybody to miss out, right? We're not in this just for ourselves. We're in it to share. And the most amazing thing is we can share on absolutely every level. People are looking for hope. They're looking for hope. And we have something to share with them. So don't be quiet about it. And join us next week, Wednesday. We're going to jump off now because I know people have things to do. And I want to ask Diana, we're going to pray for Christina as well.
Yes, we'll pray for Christina. And I just wanted to make note that we had a few responses on the chat. It says, Annette said that she had the vertigo with ticking in my ear for 4 to 5 years, and about 4 to 5 months it started to go away, and I haven't had it for well over a year. So I just wanted to make note that she did say about what had happened with her. And if some people can't see the chat, at this point, they don't know how. And then Janae's question was, I believe my question is, do you recommend I offer to mail her a patch? And, it could not hurt to, mail her a patch, ask her for if you had gotten her phone number, definitely send her, this is at info.com. I would possibly even send her, Greg and Mena did a great Zoom, like a 14-minute Zoom. And you can get that off, this is a team, send it to her so that she can see the opportunity and send her a patch. She could be a one patch wonder. You never know. I mean, the opportunity is there. If she's open for it. But people have to be open for it. But at least you did your part by giving her the information. I know yesterday I went to the dentist for a cleaning, and I got a chance to not only tell the hygienist about the patch very quickly. I asked her if she's heard about it. No, she has not. I said, this is a phototherapy patch. Is there anything you're looking for with your body that you need help with? And she said, I have back pain. I said, well, let me patch you. Let me send this information to you. This is at info.com. It took less than a minute to do all that. She said, oh, great, thank you. She put it on her back. She gave me her phone number. I had her open it up. I had to make sure she said hi back to me. So our friend, we can open it up. And this morning I sent her a text just to remind her, a friendly reminder, did you remember to take your patch off? And, one patch might not do anything, but it's absolutely working over time. If you use it, what do you think? Blessings, Diana. And I do that before noon to give her a chance to respond. If I don't hear from her back, I will call her in the afternoon to see if she has any questions and see if I can sign her up. Because if she has back pain for so long, wouldn't this be the solution? And right before I checked out to pay, I asked the lady, I said, have you heard about this patch? And she said, no. So then I shared with her the lady at the front desk, and she was interested too. Matter of moments. And she had other people getting ready to get clocked in, and everything like that. I said, let me have your phone number. She gave me her phone number. I handed her a patch. Here's the information, sent her also the video, and I'm following up with her too. So it doesn't take long to do the transaction. And honestly, the less you speak, the better it is, because then they can do the research on their own time. So, they might not be able to hear everything you're saying at that one moment. So, but this is the power of the patch, because it works. And a lot of people are the one patch wonders, and they definitely, if they're in tune to their body, they definitely feel something, because it takes away inflammation. So it's a good thing. Yeah. So with that, ladies, I will close, and thank you, Mena, for co-hosting with us today. And I'm so glad for the interaction that we've all had. And thank you, Janae, for sharing, and Anna for sharing, and all the ladies on the chat too for sharing information and asking questions. And that's what it takes. It takes all of us to share and put our heads together and help each other win, because we can. We can do this, and there's opportunity there, and people are looking. People are praying for a way for their health to get better and to have some sort of stream of income with this, what we're going through in these times. So thank you, ladies. I pray that you have a blessed day, and I'm just going to give us a blessing and close us out right now. Lord, we thank you, Father, for this opportunity. We thank you, Lord, that we're so grateful that we got open to this, Lord. We pray, Lord, that you bring us to people that are open to this opportunity as well, to use the patch, to see the technology, to wear it, to believe it, Lord. And I pray, Lord, that people would call us, Lord, that we would be able to give us wisdom on how to share this opportunity. Whether we go about our business during the day, we make phone calls, or we put something on social media, Lord, help us to get the word out, Lord. And we pray, Lord, that you bless all these ladies, that we'd have more testimonies to share next week, and give us good health and a blessed day and a blessed week. And we ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Diana, for co-hosting. Thank you, everyone that shared, and thank you, everyone that joined us today. Have an amazing afternoon, evening, wherever you're at, and stay safe and keep sharing. Bless you.